Worst parts of great games. Borderlands, the pre-sequel. And no, it's not the game's name. Though I thought about that. This was the third entry in the Borderlands series, looking to patch some of the holes in the story between Borderlands 1 and 2, taking place on the moon of Pandora, where the gravity is low, and most of it doesn't have any atmosphere, and that made your jumps floaty, and your time on the surface on a time limit. It also added some interesting ideas, like the grinder, so you could combine items for a chance at a better one. And it is something of a shame this idea was forgotten in Borderlands 3. But sadly, things in the pre-sequel were not perfect. In fact, one thing that was already bad was made even worse. And that's the terrible, terrible driving that is present in all Borderlands games. But why is it worse here, you ask? Well, that's simple. It's the death pits that permeate every corner of this game. And not only are death pits everywhere, but you frequently have to make jumps over these death pits in vehicles. And this will be the #1 way you die in pre-sequel. You're not gonna find yourself dying in combat, or probably even at all when you're on foot. The floaty jumps and ability to kind of propel yourself with your oxygen pretty much prevent that being a problem when you're on foot. But once you're in a vehicle, you're going to die. It truly doesn't matter if you're in the lunar buggy or the hoverbike Stingray. You are going to repeatedly catch the jumps wrong. And because the controls for vehicles are fairly terrible, you'll end up falling off just because when you're not even trying to jump. The only saving grace is that there is fast travel in the game once you get to certain areas, which at the very least will cut down your time in vehicles. But even once in a particular area, you'll oftentimes still need to take your life in your hands by stepping inside a vehicle to accomplish something in that area. Meaning that driving is truly the worst part of Borderlands, the pre-sequel. The driving is actually so bad, it makes you forget how incredibly stupid the title is. Please do subscribe, comment, like, and tell your friends.